Good morning. I've decided to add a few reeds, making a little bit of a reed bed in the stream in the area that's right kind of in the center of view right now. I'm using water effects as the adhesive to affix the clumps of reeds to the stream bed. The clumps of reed are actually bristles off a paintbrush. So what I'm doing is I will take a clump of bristles like this and then using a scissors cut it off. Now once that's cut off, the next step is to get some adhesive on the bottom, and that is where the water effects come in. Remember that if you're using water effects as your adhesive for something that's eventually going to be under the realistic water, the water effects comes out of the bottle like this, looking white and thick glue, but it dries to a completely clear finish. So I'm adding these reeds kind of along the side here, as you would generally see in a stream where the water is not moving quite as fast close to the shore, where you may have a reed bed that forms up. And you don't need to do too much with this. I'm going to separate them a little bit at the top. In some of the reed beds I've got here, I've had the reeds falling over into the water so that when I add the realistic water, it'll have that appearance that you see in a stream of some reeds that have broken off and fallen down. But here I've got a little line of reeds along the shore close to the bank where the water would be a little slower, and then the realistic water will come up and cover the water effects that is being used as the adhesive here. So that's the really simple technique for adding a reed bed, or at least some reeds, to the model train layout. On my Polar Express layout, that's going to, I think, add a nice degree of realism to that location, making it look more like you'd see in a natural stream. The time that it takes to do this is pretty minimal. The water effects dries pretty quickly, and so this is not going to be a delaying factor in finishing up the layout. I think I mentioned in an earlier video that I have more of the realistic water product on order, and I'm expecting delivery on that today. Typically, our deliveries from UPS come mid-afternoon. By mid-afternoon, the reeds would be dry enough, cured enough for me to go ahead and pour realistic water, but we'll wait and see. I may wait until the next day, wait until tomorrow to do that. Now you can see how far we've gone with the realistic water so far. Sunlight hitting this really changes the appearance. And there's a couple spots where the sun is shining pretty brightly on it. But the water, realistic water pour is about to that last boulder, and then I'll continue on going down with about a 1/16 of an inch all the way, and an 1/8 of an inch in a couple places where it's a little deeper. And then once I've got that completed, will be time for us to start to look at whether we need to build the depth of the realistic water up in any other place. And then I'm going to also be later today making some cascade, making some waterfall water out of the water effects, and that will go on that little lip right there just past the end of that Merry Christmas bridge in the stream where it comes down over that little bank. So that's it for today. Real quick illustration about how to create a reed bed. Hope this was interesting for you. Please click the like button down below, the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and share the video with anyone else that you know who might be interested. And finally, any comments or suggestions, any feedback that you'd care to leave in the comments section will be most appreciated. Thanks for watching.